Looks like we're on our way for the next one. You guys ready to go to the next comic? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together from Huntersville, North Carolina. Let's get a lot of love. Bruce Valil, lots of love. Come on, here we go. How about another round of applause for me? I just got back from entertaining the troops. They were Girl Scout troops, and I'm not allowed to entertain them anymore, according to the restraining order. So I've been working out a lot lately. My wife noticed. She said, "Why are you working out so much? Are you having an affair?" I said, "No, but I want to be ready. I don't want to be flagging when I meet Mistress Right." Match.com has a slogan. They say, "It's okay to look, not if your wife is standing behind you." My wife is complaining that it's been a long time since she experienced the big O. You ladies know what I mean. So I'm going to take her to Orlando. Actually, when it comes to sex, my wife and I are into role playing. Her role is woman who's too tired and stressed out from work to even think about sex. My role is man sitting in front of a computer with the door locked. The truth is, I don't get a lot of complaints in the bedroom, mainly because of the duct tape. It's an interesting story about my wife. She's a rescue. I rescued her from Cleveland, Ohio. It was so sad when I found her. She was cold and wet and miserable, living with her parents. But she moved down south, and since she's been here, she's thriving. She's got a good corporate job. A lot of people, when they move south, they find God. My wife found wine. The rescue's gone so well that I'm planning to foster other women from Ohio. My wife's not so crazy about this idea. I said, you know what, they can just move down here, live in the spare room for a few months, until they find their forever home. By the way, before I forget, I'll be selling CDs after the show tonight. They're 12-month maturity, 1% interest, fully insured by the FDIC. See if you'd like one of those. All 21 of my doctors think I'm a hypochondriac. I don't agree. I'm getting a 20-second opinion. I went to one doctor. I said, "Doc, I have a sore coccyx." He said, "Oh, you mean your tailbone?" I said, "No, I have a stuttering problem." A friend of mine complains that he can't get women to pay attention to him, which is a big problem because he's a gynecologist. I have one brother. A doctor once said there's a pretty good chance that eventually one of us would develop Alzheimer's disease. So once a month, I call my brother up. I say, "Hey, Rick, do you know who this is?" Hoping he'll say no. I have one brother, and a doctor once said there's a pretty good chance that eventually one of us will develop Alzheimer's disease. So once a month, I am sick and tired of illegal immigrants coming into this country and taking jobs away from the illegal immigrants who are already here. Been watching this commercial. It comes on a lot lately for CPI security. You've probably seen this one. They show somebody breaking into the front of a house, and then you hear, "CPI security, identify yourself." I've noticed that the person they show breaking into the house in these commercials is always a white man. And as a white man, I'm offended by this. Because we don't break into people's houses to the front door in the middle of the day to steal. We put hidden fees in your 401k plan. I found out a few years ago that I have low testosterone. So I did the only thing you can do when you find that out. I bought a Toyota Prius. Yeah, you can laugh. You can laugh, but this car is a real pussy magnet. Meaning it attracts the attention of guys who are considered pussies. They always ask me the same questions. How many miles per gallon do you get? Will it seat 5 people comfortably? Will the trunk hold an entire Klingon uniform with a full complement of weapons? Actually, the trunk in the Prius is amazing. You can fit an entire Klingon uniform with all the weapons, and you'll still have room for a comic book collection and a case of Zima. Also, the dashboard has a slot where you can put your inhaler. That's handy. If I pull up to a stoplight and roll down the window to talk to a woman in the car next to me, the Prius senses that I'm doing this, and it rolls the window right back up. A friend of mine told me he lost his virginity in a Prius. I had something similar happen to me. After I'd had the car for 6 months, I actually got my virginity back. Can you believe they don't make a gun rack that fits the Prius? I mean, I like to hunt for bargains. I've got guns, my glue guns, my staple guns. Actually, I talked to a guy. He said that he'd be able to custom make a gun rack that would fit the Prius. The only modification you'd have to do is you'd have to remove the tampon dispenser. I'm going to leave you with that. I'm Bruce Polio, guys. Thank you very much.
Bruce Polio, ladies and gentlemen, let him hear it. Come on. Oh, come on, let him hear it. There you go. Very good. Right, fill out your balance, please. Bruce is what I would look like if I was straight. That's a nice thing. That's not rude. All right.